I'm not sure who's coming in, if it's too late or not, but I'm going to talk about it in a minute anyway. I give a few minutes for everybody to come in, and I got homework to do. So if you come in, give it a like, thumbs up, share it out. Oh, Lord, y'all, I'm tired. I'm not going to be on here more than 30 minutes to an hour because I got a paper to do. Somebody came in. Thank you for the thumbs up, whoever gave that. Who's in the house? Let's see who's in the house. And can you hear me? What did I do with my headset? I might have left it in the car. Can y'all hear me okay? Let me know you can hear me. If somebody's in here. Let me know you can hear me. Can y'all hear me? Who's in? I don't know who's in here. I got a fly in the house, y'all. I hate flies. I really do hate flies. I don't know who's in here. I hope you can hear me. I'm exhausted. Let's see if anybody can hear me. I wish somebody would get in the chat. Can you hear me, D? Can you hear me? I got a fly. Can you hear me? Ooh, I can't stand flies, y'all. You don't even know. I can't stand them. Can you hear me? Let me know you can hear me. I'm hoping y'all can hear me okay. That's not what I'm looking for. Bluetooth off. Can you hear me? Can y'all hear me okay? D, can you hear me? Jay, what's up? Somebody get up and praise him, child. Let me tell you, and I definitely need to. Can y'all hear me? Somebody tell me yes, y'all can hear me. I pray y'all are good. Can you hear me? Okay. Because I wasn't sure if it was still connected to the Bluetooth, y'all. It's been that day. I think I left the Bluetooth in the car. Y'all. So, okay. How y'all doing? First of all, somebody get up and praise him. All right, Jay, what's up? And honey, 100% agree. Look, I'm waiting for a rapture because things is crazy. Oh, I went to the laundromat today, y'all. Oh, you only have a few minutes? All right, D. D, are you a driver? Are you the one that drives the train? You drive like light rail or something like that in your state? Are you a driver? What do you do? If you can talk about it. So I'm gonna get into it. You might have to get the replay. Anybody who watches this later, like, thumbs up, share it out. I got homework to do. Okay, you're a driver. Okay, light rail. I think that's it. Light rail. I got homework to do. I'm taking a class called Christian Worldview, which I'm absolutely loving because it has made me go back and re-examine not only myself, but I also look at how we as Christians, and I'm going to use that loosely because there's different buckets of Christians is what I've realized in this class. But that's not the main part of my topic right now. I went to go do laundry. And because my money's been tight, I have a laundry service I sometimes use, and I was using during the pandemic, during the worst parts of the pandemic, because we're still under the pandemic. Okay. And during the worst parts of the pandemic. And be safe on the light rail. I'm actually happy that it turned out differently. Because, like, after they let me go, because I'm big, and I wasn't agility enough, supposedly, it was drama. But anyway, a week or two later, the light rail, my friend said, Shannon, you dodged a bullet. They had a guy out here getting on the train here in Arizona, and he was attacking people with a hammer. I heard, I don't know what's true, what's false. I think Nikki, my friend, who's the driver, the young girl, I call her kind of my kid because she's old enough to be my daughter. She said that she heard news he had actually killed somebody on the light rail. I ain't shocked, but there's a whole bunch going on with public transit out here. So please be safe, be careful. whatever form of transportation. But those public transportations where you're dealing with human cargo, them ninjas is off the chain. And today at the laundromat, I was like, Lord, as soon as my money get better, I'm gonna have to go back to my laundry service until I can buy me a little portable washing machine. Me and the laundromat are most likely done. I can't. I went in there and I was like, either that or I have to go to, there's a 24/7 wash. And if you go really, really late at night, it's not as many people, but then you're dealing with the prostitutes and some of the homeless that hang out around it. But they don't normally bother nobody. They sitting outside smoking cigarettes, and the prostitutes is washing whatever they doing, and the ladies of the evening. Anywho, we won't even go there. So that's why I said it's hard for me. It really is. Today, I'm at the laundromat, and I know everything happens. I'm going to push this out a little bit. Everything happens for a reason. It just does. And I'm sitting down. I put my clothes in the machines. First off, you got somebody come in. They smell like they just bathed in weed. So the weed smokers came in. And a bunch of kids, and the kids, my mom was a very mean lady. She was abusive. But there are some things that I take for fact. I don't believe in kids just acting any old way. These kids running around, little baby girl, she running around. Do you know how easy it would be to snag that baby up out of there, walk off, and the parent wouldn't even know that? Come to find out, the dude who I think was her dad or whatever the hell he was to her, he's sitting like this on his phone. He knew what was going on. She running and sliding. Then there's another one. These are black Latino mixed kids from whatever that dude was. I could tell they had black and something else in them. But then came in the ghetto trailer trash pink folk. I need to know something. I heard a child who was a black child say, "What in the hell?" Hell was a cuss word when I grew up. And if you say it as a child, you get slapped in the mouth. She didn't play. Then the trailer of trash ghetto pink people came in. And little boy, I don't even think he was 12. He said, "GD." I was like, and then they had another child. He looked like he was still in diapers. And this little boy looked like he was like 7. How the hell is a 7-year-old in diapers? And he left a chicken wing on the table. And the lady that was sitting behind me said, "Your little brother left the chicken wing. I'll get it later." I'm like, oh, I can't even imagine what the house looked like. Then the one who said GD, I guess there was a chip on the table. He just flung it on the floor. I'm messed up right now. I'm really messed up. I need to understand what is happening. I sat there in astonishment because this generation of humans that done had other humans ain't rearing those humans, and we wonder why everybody crazy, because we got generation after generation of foolishness with no disciplinary action. Now, I'm Christian, and the Bible says, "Spare the rod, spoil the child." I need somebody to whoop some behinds, because it was taking all I had. I wanted to knock children out. I'm usually very good with kids. But I'm walking in there, I'm praying for myself, because I'm like, Lord, I really want to punch these kids in the face. And my mom's abusive like that. And that's probably where that comes from. I don't have children because I'm not about bad children. I have a problem because I was a good kid. I didn't even deserve the abuses I got. But these little ninjas, oh. And one of my, he has some really special, "Hey, PJ, what's up, baby?" I got a friend, and he fostered some great nephews, and they come from a really jacked up crew in his family. And so I'm telling him a couple weeks ago about some laundry experiences with bad kids. Today was the worst. This is what he said to me. "Well, their kids, meaning pink folks, their kids do that." Y'all forgive me, and I know not everybody on here watching me is a minority, and y'all forgive me. It used to be, and I'm just keeping it 100. When I grew up, I'm just keeping it 100. Black parents, I can't speak to other minority parents, okay, because my friend is Latino, but I believe Latinos were the same way. We will not act like them. You gonna act better. And I said, we're supposed to be better than they are in behaviors. Rearing your kids the same way of some privileged a-holes is not the thing that minorities do. We want to be better in the sense of we don't even want you to fix your mouth to say that we act a fool. But now what I saw was deplorable. Children under the age of freaking 17, I don't care, but the ones in there were under the age of 12. I heard cussing. I heard one say, well, blankety blank, and I don't know where the blank sheet. Talking to a grown person, I don't know if that's the mama or somebody, they could definitely tell it was grown. My mother would have come across that table and slapped me straight up in my mouth. You a child. When did you start having the right to cuss? And you wonder why these ninjas is crazy. So I went to McDonald's. I don't like McDonald's. I was just getting a drink. I wanted a soda and I wanted iced tea. I ordered 3 drinks. I ordered a Diet Coke, iced tea, and a Sprite. I ordered 3 drinks. I'm studying tonight, so I was like, okay. I had to repeat myself 4 times. What'd you say you want? My ninja, you working and you ain't paying attention. I don't know what happened. I don't know. And all I could say getting in my car was, hey, Tanya, what's up, baby? All I could say getting in my car is, what in the hell? What? God forgive me for swearing, but what in the hell happened? What is going on? I don't know. I'm like, Lord, what is going on? Folks, it's crazy. Cray. Now I started the new company, like it. We started with close to 60 folks at this class. Okay. I need to understand. I don't understand why you late every day. I need to understand why they told you can't have cell phones, but yet that cell phone is so important to you, you're willing to lose your job behind it. I don't understand. They in the class under the table while they being trained. Crazy as hell. And I'm not hearing you. I'm gonna do it my way. Yeah, Tanya's not bad at all. It's not a hard job. It's just learning the steps, and I work on the marketplace. That's what I do. But it's just learning the steps, and other than that, you just read whatever they give you to read, help the person through the marketplace, and keep it pushing. It ain't bad at all. But my problem is you're getting paid pretty well for something quite simple. Good benefits, and you can't follow instructions. Simple instructions. Don't have your cell phone on here. Turn it off. And it's so addicted, they understand. I'm like, what is going on? I'm not, just stupid stuff. Stupid. And like I said, I'm sitting up there going, you late every day. There's people, I'm gonna tell you about half that class is already on corrective action for attendance. I don't get it. But, it's disturbing because I'm sitting here looking, and biblically, I'm looking at exactly what the Bible says. It's a self-centered, self-focused society. And they only care about themselves. And I'm gonna do it my way. I have problems following instructions. But today at that laundromat, I see the results of that. Like I said, a bunch of kids, and it used to be for minority children, At least how I grew up, you will not act like these white kids. Where they can get up there, cuss their parent out, act, no, black children, no. Talking to your mama, no, we don't act that way. What was I told? Because we're going to act better than them. We already realize they privilege, and they didn't use it as privilege, but we realize they could believe their children can do what the hell they want to do. No, you're a child. You're going to behave as a child. And you get quoted, spare the rod, spoil the child, which means I'm going to whoop your tail. You ain't going to be up here acting a fool. And I'm watching kids, black kids, Latino kids running around like they're crazy. And the parents in there on the cell phone just typing or don't even care. I'm just like, what in the world? What is going on? What's going on? I can't. I don't know. And I got out to the car and I just shook my head. Then I walked, went on a walk, but I went over, drove through McDonald's drive-thru to get my little drinks. Come home, and like I said, I had to repeat myself 3 times. And I'm like, you working, bro? And I'm pretty sure he must have been on a cell phone, because as soon as I handed my money, his head was down typing. The cell phone, granted, it's a useful tool, but y'all are too addicted to it. Some people, I turn mine off the whole time I'm at work. I turn it off. We have lockers now that we can put our stuff in, but while I was in training, I didn't even turn my phone back on when I got in the building, because I don't want the mistake, because they will terminate you. This is a terminatable offense to have your cell phone on the floor with customers' information on the screens. They basically saying, no, it has to be, we can't take a pen and a paper on the floor. We take anything on the floor with it has to be in a see-through bag. I just bought a see-through black backpack. It has supposed to be like a Ziploc bag, but it can be a see-through backpack. I got a see-through backpack. I can put my wallet in there. That's it. I'm not getting caught up in drama. And these folks can't listen. Hard-headed. I don't know what's wrong with people. They're crazy. I'm like, is it that serious to you? Is it that serious to you? But I sat here today and I'm like, okay, I'm going to have to I might have to budget my laundry service, because I don't know if I can do that again. I don't know, y'all. Because being a laundromat, we pretty much, like I said, the only one I might go to the coin one, but today I went to the coin list that I normally right around the corner from my house. And today I was like, I can't do it. I can't. I was in there one time, like I said, a little Latino girl, she banging on this window. And the window's rocking. So that means if she busts through that glass, she going to be jacked up. And the parent is just sitting there. I'm like, okay, yeah, man, it's insanity. And on the light rail, that was another thing. So that most of their jobs that they lose is because they in the cockpit driving the train on their cell phone. One guy tried to, and they try all sorts of, I'm like, is it that serious? Most of it is Facebook. You can look at that at any time. Is it that serious? Yeah, Tanya. I actually have a service. But I had to be frugal because of my money. So remember, I didn't work for. So I went from the other company to the bus company, and then so my money was kind of funny. Then I had to go. I had that 45 days of no work, so I had to stretch it. So I have to go to the laundromat. The one part where I was going to the laundromat was when I took the quilts, because the comforters quilts, because the laundry service I use, they charge, I think, $20 a comforter or a quilt or whatever. I wasn't paying that. So I would go, and then I would still have them pick up my regular clothes without doing my quilts. But if I had to go do the comforter, then I would take everything. The only reason I've been going to the laundromat now is because my money was tight. But now that the flow of money is happening again, I'm going to go ahead and budget back in, most likely the laundry pickup service, until I can buy what's called a portable washer. There's a couple different portable washers, and I'm seeing amounts. Ooh, this fly. Oh, I'm gonna give this, y'all. I got issues with flies. That he came in. I got my little backpack, and his little butt came in. He came in, and he a big fat fly. I think he came in when I opened the door to get my Amazon backpack because I ordered a clear backpack because we can't, you can't, it's kind of like grocery stores. You can't have, they don't want them having, what's it called? When you go in, they gotta be able to see what you're leaving out with. That's how this company is. They don't want no pens, no papers, no cell phones. So it has to be see-through because they want to see what you carrying on and off the floor. You can't have the phone in your pocket. Even the outline of a phone is terminatable. Depending on what's on your screen, they say it might be a write-up the first time, but the second time you are terminated. If it's severe enough, it's immediate termination. And I'm like, this stupid. Just stop at the locker, put it in there. Or if my car wasn't the old bucket that it is, I would lock it in the car. But the car I have they don't even have a glove box. The guy ripped the glove box out. He did a whole bunch of janky work. So I'm not comfortable locking the phone in there. So I do take it in, lock it in the locker, and then you go to the floor. But I'm probably looking at that service again because today I was like, it took all of Jesus in me because all I know is I was like, I really wish I had a belt right now. I want to whoop the child and I want to whoop the parent because what I saw, it's deplorable. It's the behavior of these kids. It is sad. I don't know if it's impulse control. Today, I think I really saw what it was. It's home training. You know, it's just home training. And you have a generation of people who have, kind of like Monty, Grumpy. Grumpy was self-centered. He was. I'm going to do it my way, even cut nose off, spite face. Basically, I'm going to do what the hell I want to do. And that's what is, that's what's going on in conjunction with this new group of humans. We got a bunch of folks that I'm going to do things my way, no matter what anybody else says. Yeah, I'm talking about that too. I think what I saw in the laundromat is exactly the same issue. The correlation is, nobody has trained you. They don't, and the word I want to use, they don't have home training. That translates to what I saw in the laundromat. It translates to the job. We got a generation of humans who I'm going to do it my way. I have no home training and I'm going to do what I want to do. Excuse my French, F you. That's exactly what they feel. And they don't care. They don't care. It's a new generation of humans. They're talking about out here some of the violence that are happening on our public transit, which I was mentioning. And it's just a new group of humans. And that's one of the reasons now I'm very happy that the thing didn't work out with the particular. I don't know about the other one. Like I said, I think also it could be where you're at in the state. The one I was at was in the main central Phoenix area for the bus company I was with. There's another one that's in Tempe. Tempe is a little bit different client base. At least it was over 2 years ago. I can't speak to it now because, like I said, folks are weird on every freaking level. Even the company I'm at, everybody seems nice, but some of the folks up in there is odd. I mean, just odd. I'm listening to conversations. I'm watching behaviors. I'm pretty quiet. I'm friendly, but I know odd when I see odd. And some folks is odd, just odd. And home training is not there. It's just, and that's what's wrong right now with our country. That's why you have pink folks hanging on the Capitol. Nobody would ever did that. The behaviors are weird. We could have a political differences. Never, ever, ever, ever do I remember some of the stuff I'm seeing now. It's just the behaviors are deplorable. I think Obama was talking and he was getting over talked. He said, he says, we don't do this. And he's absolutely right. We didn't. We do now. We didn't do this. We do now. Folks are cray-cray. And behaviors are cray-cray. And something with the previous administration, he unleashed something. And spiritually, and I believe, like I said, I believe both of them are in their particular offices for a reason, because of the time frame spiritually we're in. But there was something unleashed, and that whatever that spiritual thing We got a whole bunch of people, and now we also have all these people, like I said, no home training. And it doesn't even matter if it's a job. It could be going just to a restaurant. The behaviors of people is weird. Absolute. So let me give you an example. I'm at the job and I'm going around the parking lot looking for a place to park. I normally get there about an hour early, and I know there's a good 3:30 exodus because I start at 4. Sometimes I'll sit in the parking lot, eat a half a sandwich because I haven't eaten lunch, and just either watch YouTube or listen to some Christian music or whatever. And I sit in the car, waiting for the 3:30 exodus, and then I know parking spaces are gonna open. So I drive around and I'm getting ready. So one girl backed out. She backs out at an angle, angle like that. And I'm pulled up. So I need to go past her, and she just sits and just kind of looks at me at the angle. Basically, I'm not backing up anymore. What's wrong with you? So I have to diagonally go into the parking spot she just came out of in order to, and this car is huge. It's old, like I said, 96 Mercury Grand Marquis. It's huge, and police cars. I'm like, what's wrong with you? But then her car was towed up, and I know why it's towed up, because you're crazy. Something is wrong with people, and something is severely wrong with them. I'm sitting in the parking lot. There's some black folks waiting for whoever their family member is to leave. As soon as I get out the car, you can smell all the weed smoke going on in the car. How do you sit at your family member's job and have your car smoked up full of weed? Folks crazy. Folks crazy. No home training. Ghetto fab. That's what I call them. Just ghetto fabulous. And I'm going to be as ghetto fabulous as I can. Rich in the hood. Not rich with anything else. Just rich and being hoodie. And I don't know what that is, but we need to change it. We need to, and unfortunately it's not. It's just going to go worse and worse and worse. This is the outcome of what's going on in our society. And it's deplorable. It's sad. It's sick. It's twisted. I watched this little baby in the laundromat today. Gorgeous little black girl. She's mixed with whatever, just really light skin, but you could tell she's black and something else. Baby was just as cute as you, and just no home training. I was watching her, and she kept trying to come over to me just like, because I look like somebody's fat mama. And so but I'm just looking at her like, it's just sad. Gorgeous baby would probably ain't gonna have no common sense. None. Zero. I got a cousin of mine, and from Monty's side, when she was a young girl, family by marriage, and they would call her Miss Pearlie. And she said something. It's wisdom. She had seen my cousin, and my cousin, the baby was intelligent. You could tell smart, likes to read. Miss Pearlie said this. She said, it's sad when you see a child with potential, but because of the family that they come up in, they won't ever be free to go and explore their potential. They're going to be trapped by what they grew up in. In essence, her family was her downfall. And the Bible told Abraham, get away from your family. There's a reason for that. Because sometimes staying in family, they like the crabs in the bucket. I don't know if y'all ever heard that story. You got a whole bunch of crabs in the bucket. When one try to get out, the other ones pull it right back in. Family. And that could be other people around you too. Could be a minority group too. You just got to be careful. And like I said, it's sad what I saw today. It was sad seeing that. But I am telling you, I'm definitely going to be looking at the laundry service and what I'm going to do. Like I said, I found a portable washer. I'm trying to decide because they have the sizes are important because some of them you can only wash like 3 or 4 things. But they got some that are pretty big. You could do a good load. And I just put one of those little things outside or here in the house and just a drying rack. It's just me. And just wash like my clothes and hang them up. I don't have a problem doing that. But I can tell you, me and the laundromat are most likely coming to an end. Because today, I was like, I cannot do this. I felt like I was in literal insanity. As I'm watching these kids run around, slide on the floor, the ghetto kids, the ghetto white kids, the trailer trashy ghetto white kids that came in there and chicken wings and flicking food on the floor. And I'm like, I had a problem with a baby doing it, but I really got a problem with children over the age of 8, 7, and 8. Your mom, nobody said pick that up, throw it in the trash. Oh, I'll get it in a little bit. And that chicken leg sit on that table. No, you get it right now. This is a public forum. Insanity. Insanity. I'm just like, what's wrong with y'all? Craziness. Absolute insanity. I just, like I said, it's deplorable. I don't know what the dude was on. They done left the clothes there overnight. And then he gonna have a conversation with her on speaker. I guess he said his wife. I don't know if they're really married. I was like, I'm gonna take that washer when you're done. Emptying it. Okay. I left my blankety blank clothes here. I'm shocked they're still here. My wife cussed me out when I got home. And he's showing her, and then she talking about, is it clean? He talking about, I smelled it. Something is wrong, folks. What you want me to do? You want me to wash it again? They wet. They still here. I'm just going to put them in the dryer. They smell clean. That's the reason I don't go to Walmart. I ain't been to Walmart in a couple years. I hate Walmart. I got Walmart. If I need Walmart, I order a delivery. I'll pay the $10. I cannot. I have to be desperate for something to go into Walmart. I'm willing to order it online. I cannot. I cannot. I barely go to the grocery store. And even that, some of that I order. I'm becoming a little more reclusive. Like I said, the pandemic did me a favor because I walk outside this house and to me, I don't know what happened. And it was funny because there's a Latino guy in my class and we're sitting next to each other. And him and I, we got talking about this, matter of fact, Friday. And he started talking about how crazy, we talk inflation, how crazy things are. And he said, and we were all talking, and one of the girls said, I don't know what's going on because, I'm where I'm at, I'm seeing all these people that are homeless and on drugs, and even the young girls that are prostituting themselves. She said, and they're pretty. And she says, and I don't understand what's going on. And I wanted to say, Jesus is coming back. That's what's going on. Well, he's coming for the church, not the permanent comeback, but he's going for the return of the Lord is imminent as far as to get to church. And then what y'all gonna go, those folks who gonna be stuck here, and prayerfully not me, it's gonna be hell on earth. So everything is rampant, right? It's flowing perfectly, in my humble opinion. I don't wish it on anybody, but it's flowing real well towards what's coming, and it ain't gonna be cute. Because the behaviors are matching up everything. Knowledge off tilt. We got tons of knowledge. You can get any information you want from the cell phone, from your computer, from the internet. But the self-centeredness, self-focus, people being their own little deities, that's on stealth. Exactly what the Bible said. It's obnoxious. And it's sad. It's really, really, really sad. Prices of this food going up. Some folks might have thought I was crazy. I'm stocked up in this house. I stocked up for me and Grumpy in case something happened to him. Because of how I stocked, that's the biggest blessing that happened while I was going through that little downturn. Honestly, I really didn't need to go to the grocery store. I went to the grocery store for fresh stuff. But I could have ate from the pantry I got and not ever had to go to the grocery store. I got carrots, I got beans, I got rice, I got oatmeal, I got shelf-stable milk. I don't have to. I can make bread. I don't even need to buy bread. And the food is crazy. Right now, I do sales. So, 170 fluid ounces. Costco just had, and I told a friend, they went to go look, it's gone. Costco had Downy for the 170 fluid, the big one, for $4.91. They knocked off almost $10. I don't know what the sale was about, didn't care, and didn't think I should have bought 2 of them. I don't normally use a fabric softener. I use fabric sheets, but I couldn't beat $4.91 for that big old bottle. So that's what I got. I normally stock up, and I'm going to get back to my stocking up on stuff. Yes, Tanya, $4.91. Can you see it? $4.91, the big one. I use 170 fluid ounces, 251 loads, 170 fluid ounces, a 5 liter. They had a $9 and some change coupon, so almost $10 off. And it was on sale because they normally sell it for like almost just under $15. So I got it for $4.91. And I didn't think to do 2 of them. I should have bought 2. But it's just me, so I wasn't being greedy. And now they asked my friend, she's like, can you get me some? I was like, child, it's sold out. So mine sold out. I guess other people must have hit it up too. If we go back in stock, I'm gonna see if they got that $4.91. I'm ordering some more of them. It's like disinfectant wipes. I wasn't big on them, but all of a sudden I saw it as a sale. Oh, they got the disinfectant wipes. I got them for like $2 for like a whole bunch of them. A couple of cases I bought. Then they had antibacterial soap. They had that for a couple of dollars. Because, all that extra they had supply during COVID. Oh, I got you. I ordered a couple extra dollars. And I normally don't do hand soap. I usually just use bars of soap because when I was over the road, I had like hotels or if I stayed at hotels or if you went in to take your shower at any of the truck stops, some of them put little bars of soap in there. I take them with me because it was paid for. So I've got to use soap. My soap going with me. So I got like bags of little hand soap. So I use hand soap, or if I use the soap in the shower, once it does, unlike Grumpy, once it does get too small, I'll go ahead and put it in a soap tray and you wash your hands with it. And that's another thing. So my half sister, the one, Monty's other kid, we were talking about soap, and she's not the only one. I need to know when y'all started telling these babies that soap was dirty. Oh, but bar soap is dirty. It's soap. The stuff that you, mainly that liquid stuff, a lot of that's detergent. It's a little different. It ain't true soap. But I grew up on soap. We've been washing our behind with it for years, our hands with it. I really need to understand when the concept came out that bar soap is dirty. I need to understand that. But she's not the only one with this. It's that new generation of folk, okay? That's this new generation of folk. When I was in Lubbock working for Wells Fargo, the little supervisor lady I had, she grew up poor. And she said, oh, bar soap is for poor people. They really have, look, I can't even speak right. They got y'all really jacked up. And they marketing some stuff to you, making money off y'all because y'all falling for the dumb stuff. You falling for the okie doke. I can't even speak right now. I got nothing. Y'all, they can market to you some really stupid stuff and y'all jumping right out the window on the dumb stuff. Soap is soap. I don't really care if it's liquid or bar soap, and I'm going to help you. They make more money off that liquid soap because it don't last as long as a bar of soap. I got nothing. I do sometimes use shower gels. Very rare because I started doing nothing but bar soaps because I realized how much money you are losing. Now for me, the only shower gel I normally buy now, unless I find a really good deal, is I like Neutrogena. Neutrogena, though, their bar soaps and their liquid stuff, always good. And you want to talk about some expensive stuff, that is it. I only deal with it on sales through Costco. Love their soap. I loved it since I was a kid. I did have a relative. That's all they used because they had skin issues. And it's a great soap if you have skin issues. I like Neutrogena in general. I need to get some bar soap because I really did love their bar soap. I have a big bottle of their liquid stuff because it was on sale at Costco. Only time I do it is if I can get it on sale because it's expensive. But I really just need to know why. What happened to y'all? And stop falling for the... If y'all don't read and think and figure some stuff out, you just believe what these folks tell you. So marketing companies have marketed to this baby that in her mind, bar soap is for poor people. And they marketed to you that bar soap is dirty. And you believed it? Rinse it off and wash your hands. Rinse it off and wash your body. It's soap. I got nothing. It's so disturbing to me. It just honestly, only thing I can tell you is disturbing. And it's just like, I be sitting there, one of the young ladies, I guess it's a little group, Migos, I don't know the hell who they are. And I think I seen them on like an award show, some little ghetto rapper dudes, right? Oh, so-and-so, it's sad. You don't know him. I'm so sorry for the loss. You don't know him. And he was a hood ninja doing hood stuff. Hood stuff will get you killed. You can't make it. No, because it's craziness, Tanya. It's a friend of mine used to have a saying. She said to me, if you can understand crazy people, it means you crazy too. And right now, all I can do, I'm sitting here with my head scrunched up because you be sitting there going, oh, I just want to go, what the hell's wrong with you? Something is seriously wrong with y'all. They're weird. They're absolutely weird. And like I said, the laundromat did it for me today. And I had to get and sit in the car, and I just kind of looked at the thing, and I was like, what in the hell is going on? Folks is extra cray-cray. And I'm looking at the new generation of humans without any parenting, any rearing. And I'm like, I would not, if my mother would have taken me out to the laundromat, the grocery store, Walmart, you better not step away from her. And if you did, girl, you're going to be in the toilet. She take that flip-flop off and whoop your tail. And when you come out, I dare you to cry. Because we're going to go back in there again. Sniff it. Because you knew you getting beat again. And she was crazy. I was a decent kid. These ninjas they got right now? What the hell? Who beat a woman on the bus? Oh, the kids. Did you want the kids beat up the woman on the? Oh, no. She need to keep her mouth shut. Because you can't. Now it used to be you could discipline other folks' kids. Now you say something to kids, the parents will defend them kids to the end. Defend their bad, crazy ass kids. God forgive me for saying that. They will defend them kids to the end. Their kids could be bad. Them kids. I love my friend, my homeboy. He basically will make excuses for crazy in his family. Yeah, they make excuses for it. Make excuses for crazy in the family. So no, let them have it. Because I can get into his personal stuff because there's some personal stuff. And you let that behavior in that baby. The chickens come home and roost. That saying that Malcolm had is facts. So if you don't deal with the issue, you're going to eventually deal with the issue. Point blank period. You can't anymore. Used to be able, you could talk to the child, then go talk to the parents and say, Johnny, don't do this. I'm going to talk to your mama later. Mama knew Miss Smith up the corner on the block. And mama would be like, thank you, Miss Smith, for letting me know. And mama might tell you, oh, they get acting up, you whoop their tail. And when they get home, leave me a message because y'all going to get whooped again. Now you can't do that. And secondly, they ain't going to whoop the kids no how. It's just like, what's that couple where the boy went in and shot up the school? And they sending text messages, oh, you got caught and making fun of it. And now they sitting in prison getting ready to be tried for basically because they got this boy the gun that shot up the school. And the fact they weren't dealing with the warnings at the school. And I'm going to say this, and this has been my premise. If your child does this mass murder anybody and goes shoots up folks and they under the age, I am so sorry. I think you should go to prison too. It's a rearing issue. You know if your child is crazy, if it's psychological, and you're not getting help, I got a problem. I do believe we need to hold some folks accountable for raising your doggone kids. And these babies going in, and God bless them, they crazy, but they going in and killing folk, and you sitting up there oblivious, which most of them aren't. They know they crazy. They know. You know crazy. I met a friend of mine's nephew. I can look in his eyes and see that boy crazy as a box of rocks. And I know things beyond that have happened within the household. He crazy. He's crazy. He needs to be talking to somebody in a home, an institution. Something's wrong with him. And I'm sorry because he's damaged from how he was raised by his former parenting. I'm so sorry for you. We're going to pray for you. But he's grown now and he's crazy. And you are condoning and helping crazy. You need to go to jail too. So if they go in and shoot up a whole bunch of people and kill some folks, you need to be locked up away. God forgive me, that's just how I feel. I've always felt that the parents, you got a responsibility. And if you can't responsibly raise your children, there was a show and the cops, I can't remember what the show was, and I just saw it in passing. The cops go to this woman's house because they have been notified, I think by FBI, whoever, of internet threats that this kid is doing. And they show up to arrest the son and take him into custody. The mama goes totally off on the cops, start cussing him out. Not my son, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. No, he's not. Ma'am, we have documents showing your son did X, Y, and Z. Not my son, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Mm-hmm. Look, I'm just going to go, mm-hmm. Let me tell you, they pulled out the paperwork, showed her. She's still saying, not my son. His name, his account, all his information. Not my son. Ma'am, you don't know your freaking kid. You don't probably interact with him. Do you even sit down at a table? Most parents don't even talk to their kids anymore. Kids go get the cell phone, go in a room. They don't even know who the hell their kids are. They don't sit at the table with the child. Don't even go to parent-teachers conference. And if they did and the child saying one thing, no, I cannot. I cannot. But my child is so okay. I cannot. You don't even know the kid. Don't know who the hell your child is. Don't know him. No. Something's going on. And all you do is pray for these folks, but they're crazy. So, right reason I named this video, what the hell, because that's exactly how I feel today. And that's kind of how I felt with some of what I've been seeing. It's disturbing. It is just absolutely disturbing. We had, in the class I'm in at the company, we had one of the trainers, female trainer, liked her. And she kept the class on task. Well, I guess because she's keeping them on task and she's reminding folks, hey, you ain't supposed to do this, that, and the other thing. She's a B. She's a B because you can't do what the hell you want to do? Because she's told you the rules of the company. Not something she's just pulling out her butthole. This is the corporate rules. These folks told us from the moment we hit the lobby about the cell phones. From the moment we hit the lobby, and day one, they must be off in the classroom. And they're going to call this woman a B because you can't do what you want, because that's this ghetto, I'm going to do what I want to do way, this self-centered focus. It's like I said, it's disturbing. And I'm waiting for Jesus to come. Come on to rapture the church. Please don't leave me here. I'm hoping my stuff is together. As one person told me, I want to be on the right side of God. Yes, I'm with you there. I'm with you. Because this right here, just seeing this right now is madness. And it's going to increase. And it's, like I said, even what I would see at the bus stops where you see the drug usage and the behaviors and people getting on the bus. And even when I rode the bus, they get on there and they had a phone playing music. I'm like, who does this? It's just ghetto as hell. It's the same. Another thing, and I pray y'all ain't the ones who do this. You go into the store and folks is talking on the speakerphone. You go to the dollar store and get a connector for this phone and get a little headset where you can talk on. I don't want to hear grandma's conversation or whoever the hell you talking to. And you all loud on the speak like you at home. Like, what in the, what's wrong with you? Not all the Cheerios is in the box. What in the Sam is wrong with you? It's like something transpired and folks are weird. Oh, Tanya, can we talk? Um, I really don't understand why you're wearing your pajamas at the grocery store. I mean, I'm cool even if you wear your little house shoes. But oh, they got people doing that too at my job. They coming in and they flip flops, and now they said you could wear Crocs. You know, you wear tennis shoes. It's a very they calling it casual dress. It's beyond casual because casual dress at companies I worked for in the past were like khakis and polo shirts. You could wear tennis shoes on those days too, but these work folks is wearing like the Nike slide ins. They had to tell them don't wear your pajamas to work. I'm like, where's the home training? You, it's. I got nothing. I got nothing. I'm just like, oh, it's beyond scope. Some of what I'm seeing, like I said, it's deplorable. It really, honestly is. Um, and like I said, I grew up in the church, and there were certain ways you behaved, certain things you did. There's no way in heck that I could say the word hell as a child and just talk crazy and GD this and blankety blank this and this little kid. One of them was like I said, he was under 12. The other one looked like he might have been under 10. And both of them said some very aggressive cuss things, talking to their parents like it was not cussing the parent out, but I don't know where the blankety blank sheet her A is. Look, I had to cut my eyes over and go, my ninja, that baby look like he 10. And he up here cussing. The hell would have got out my mouth, and I would have felt a slap to the face before anything else could have followed. Or my mom would have grabbed me in my shirt, took me back to that public bathroom, and tore my behind up and said, "I bet you never speak again that way." She just haul off and slap you in the mouth. You pop gum, she haul off and slap you in the mouth. Ain't no smacking gum, with no popping gum. You gonna learn how to act normal. We're not gonna have anything less. That running around like they was sliding around. Child, bye. My crazy parent, she'd have knocked you out. You look, come back. Now, those are things I normally didn't do because I already knew how cuckoo she was. But that's the problem, is that these kids don't have no respect. Oh, you know what? One of the things they did, had us do like an assessment when I started at the college. And one of my, I guess the big jobs that it kind of gauges you for, education was huge for me, which I get because, like I said, I taught a Bible study and I can teach. Actually, one of the ladies who's one of the mothers of the church, she was the superintendent of schools here, and she said, "You would have been an excellent teacher." She said, she said, "I thought about doing a charter school," and she said, "Had I done a charter school, I would have sent you to go get your degree and become a teacher." I'm thinking, ooh, because I couldn't do it. I'm not with kids. With kid, I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't because right now, like I said, I want to whoop the kids and the parent. I want to whoop the kid, and I'm like, I'll take you. Where your mom at? And then I want to talk to mama because I got a problem that this child acts this way. I cannot. I cannot. I cannot. They're weird. And especially this. When I went to school, I would have never thought of folks coming into school with guns and shooting up. You got in a fight. Y'all put y'all dukes up, rolled around in the dirt, beat each other up. Whoever got beat up, got beat up. You stood your ground. You go home. We didn't think of come back the next day and kill some folks or cut some folks. No. You just won or lost the fight. I always tell people I'm a win, lose, or draw ninja. That means that you going to feel me when we done, whether I win the fight or not. Usually, because as long as you stood up for yourself, the person's not bothering you. It is what it is. I'm not a punk. You don't know I'm not a punk. That was it. You didn't come back shooting up folks. That's when you get into some cray-cray stuff. It's just, it's weird. It's a new group of humans. And, you know, do we need to pray for them as Christians? Yeah, we need to pray for them. But it's beyond the scope to me. I'm like, what in the Sam hell happened? And we were talking about that, and I said, you know, COVID did do something. Psychologically, people are really, really, truly cuckoo now after COVID. It messed them up. And I don't know, it's, you know, like she was talking about the young girls who are out there prostituting. I said, well, we knew a lot of things were going to happen in COVID. I said, you knew there were going to be more babies, there were going to be divorces. But the other thing that happened, which nobody is talking about, is the sexual abuses that happen in households. So you got these girls at home, you got these little, you know, they pervy fathers, stepfathers, whoever else is living in the house. And these dudes now are looking at them and they doing nasty stuff. Well, these girls probably run away, some other stuff that happens, and boom, bam, boom. They on the street doing what they do. So all that increase does not shock me. It's sick, but it's facts. And right now you can see people have lost their mind. Do you funny? I know lie, homie. Even today in the laundromat, you know, granted in the laundromat, I'm not shocked to see it, but people in the PJs, other thing I gotta talk about. Y'all, I'm fluffy. Does women, if you over a certain size, I already have a problem with the skinny chicks doing it all the time. Those workout suits, what do you call them, leggings that they pull up like they workout suits, like what's that, Rihanna clothing? That's not for everybody. Actually, I don't think it's really for anybody except if you're working out. I'm having a problem that people now wear this stuff as normal everyday wear. I'm just sitting there going, if you're going to exercise and that's your thing, I feel you. Do you? I'm old school sweatpants, t-shirt, shorts, t-shirts, whatever, workout clothes. That tight fitting stuff is weird to me. It's just weird to me. But it's not for everybody. So if you my size, actually, I'm going to help you out. If you probably a 13 or 14 or larger, it is not for you, sweetheart. It's just not. No, Lizzo's, yeah, I cannot, Tanya. I get Lizzo's whole thing about accept me fat. I get it. And I get her trying to show confidence. But what has happened in our society is that, and I have a problem, and I'm a fat person. I have a problem, and I'm not saying to discriminate against fat people, but what I'm saying is when you start trying to promote fat as if it's okay. Fat is unhealthy. And we just need to be factual. But now you got a whole bunch of stuff. It's like I was talking about the trans stuff. And I know trans people. I have associates of mine who are they claim transgender. But initially what has caused that is something, and if I remember the name correctly, it's called gender dysphoria, which is usually tied to gender, like a gender confusion. It used to be and it still is, a mental health disorder. Normally, though, the people that I know who deal with it, if you start talking to them about the childhood damages, they came from abusive homes. Quite a few of them from sexually abusive situations, bad sexual abuse. And of course, if you are being raped from the time you are 5 up until you are damn near grown because your mama is trading you for drugs or whatever, you're going to have gender confusions. Something's not right. And then you get the ones like same within in the gay lifestyle. Oh no, that didn't happen. And child, I sit down and talk to people, and they'll, oh no, I wasn't. Okay, tell me what else happened in childhood. And sure enough, there's some sort of abuse and or some sort of rearing that didn't take place. And sure enough, tell me the childhood, I'll tell you the problem. Tell you where it came from. Or tell me about your generational line. Folks don't want to talk about it. They want to make, what's happened now is we want to make crazy normal. If this is old boy who was in office prior to the existing president. We want to make a liar okay. The man is a compulsive liar. And now we want to justify the lies. We want to say the lies are truth for some of them. And you got other people jumping on the line bandwagon with them. Why? Because I can. I can. He got away with it, so will I. Everybody and mama know he lying, even the group that follows him. But it's okay. Some of them are supporting the fact he took documents from the White House, took them home, and they can't find the documents. Missiles and nuclear information and people who were spies and doing all sorts of stuff. They can't find the information. Don't know what he did with them. Now, I got a feeling I know what he did with them. They might be in Russia. They might be in North Korea. They might be with whoever dictator he got along with, and he got some money for it because he's a grifter. But we made that normal. So if you crazy, we had somebody in office who was cuckoo. So I could be cuckoo too. And so, and I'm not trying to be mean, it's just facts. And there's something wrong with old boy. Like I said, I feel sorry for him because I know something wrong with him. I know something wrong with him. Grumpy. I knew Grumpy had issues. Grumpy was a spoiled child who got away with everything he got away with. And there's a mental issues that go on in that family. And I already, after meeting the rest of them, I'm like, oh, okay. Things make a lot more sense now. I understand now. I get it. Praise Jesus for the sanity I got, and I'm not as crazy as the rest of you. Don't get me wrong, I can go there. But God has had his hand on my life a long time, and I'm grateful. Because I can be just as wacky, if not more so than they are. And then that's when you look back and you go, thank you for having your hand on my life all this time. Folks crazy. And what I saw today was cray. Anyway, y'all, let me see what everybody's saying in here. I didn't really read everything. So I said hi to D. Me and Jay got our praise on. PJ, talk to my PJ. Tanya's in here. Jay said preach. Talked about the phone. Yes, Tanya, we are looking at the professional, going back to my professional laundry. Tanya, you talking about, I think you said if you're going to see if you have a professional laundry service. I went through Yelp. And normally you do, if you're talking about that, you do normally have a laundry service that'll pick up your clothes. Every city or state that I'm aware of, but you got one. In Mexico, they actually have places they drop the clothes off and they do it for them, and it's really cheap. You can do that here too. I mean, you go to a laundromat that has a service like the one that's 24/7. They have where you could drop it off. They'll wash it, fold up your laundry, and have it ready to go. Yeah, I don't say nothing to other folks' kids anymore either because everybody crazy. Come and shoot you and kill you. I don't talk about politics, none of that. Yeah, and the dressing thing I got. Yeah, and like I said, with Lizzo, and I'm going to get off after that, I like some of her musical stuff. I mean, I'm not big on the newest stuff she's doing. She's actually a pretty girl. She's a pretty big girl. It's like Monique, that comedian. Well, she's always been pretty to me. She can be fat or skinny, and she's always been a very attractive woman. You can have fat women who are attractive. But my issue is that we are trying to justify our stuff, and it's unhealthy being fat. Don't sit and justify, oh, I'm fat and I want you to accept my fat. You're fat and it is your fat, yes. But it's almost like we're saying it's okay to be that way, even though it's a very unhealthy way to be. I'm fat, so I can say it is unhealthy. I'm not dumb at that. When I walk, it's like, I'm pulling. Like now, I'm still dealing with whatever this little congestion stuff was. So I'm digging deeper to breathe. Because then I got all of me. It's like right now when I walk, I kind of hold my breath because my back hurts. And it's pain. So it's kind of like you're holding your breath trying to get through and because it's pain, because that's my stomach is big. So that's pulling on those back muscles. That's not good. It's not healthy. I'm still dealing with this crap. It's not healthy. And And I'm not, and no COVID. I did do COVID tests. So I am negative for COVID. Praise Jesus. But I guess there's some kind of respiratory virus going around, and I'm sure that's probably what this is. Because this is going on. I'm at the point where it's not yellow, it's all clear mucus. But this is going on week 2 of this crap. Week 2. Well, not last, it was a Tuesday before last that it started kicking in. By Friday is when it was really kicked in, and then I got through the weekend. And then last week it was starting to, everything's clearing up, but I'm still got a lot of mucus coming up. Not as bad as what it was. Oh my God. And that's why I was like, let me go check, because I've avoided COVID so far. I really think I'm asymptomatic, is what I think. So I think that if I've had it, I don't get the symptoms like everybody else. Not saying because everybody will get it. Some people get really bad symptoms. And then on top of that, I'm fully vaccinated. So if I'm asymptomatic and I'm fully vaccinated, and I got the new Omicron vaccine a week before I started the new job, because I'm in office right now. And I know that they do offer work from home sometimes. And so I don't know if my position will allow me, but honey, they ain't got to say, pass, go collect $1 million. They offer me work from home. Because like I said, I'm up in there, I'm like, ooh, wait, some of y'all are very odd. But they're hiring a bunch of people at this. I'm like, either are they closing a facility, but they said they're opening up another facility because they're hiring a whole bunch of folks. One of the girls like, oh, they overhired. I'm like, did they overhire? Or is it the fact y'all can't come to work? Because their attendance policy is very lax. I just need to know, did they overhire or y'all just don't come to work? And they give you bonuses for attendance. That tells you even more. I'm like, they give you bonuses. And like lady said, she said, if you get fired here for attendance, you doing something. She said, you doing way too much because our attendance policy is really lax. And she's right. Even if they mess up, you can earn, if you come back and you do perfect attendance for a certain amount of time, they start shaving down hours it's bizarre. So it's almost like you rewarded for I'm like, but they all do give it, like I said, if you attendance bonus, I think they got one coming up that's over $600 for a quarter, like 3 months. And if you can have perfect attendance, they give you points, and the points earned in dollars for showing up to work. That's fine. I'm usually not absent, so I ain't worried about it. And like this week, we got to do our 40-hour work week. As long as you show up for 40 hours, work it through, that's a $400 bonus. I'm not understanding. They're going to pay you money they pay you extra money just to show up and do your regular schedule. And these folks, they done already started calling out sick and late. I'm like, I'm confused. Okay. Do you, boo-boo. Shannon gonna show up and get her dollars. Like I tell some of the young people, I said, I'm not here for my health, I'm here for money. And they gonna pay me to be on time, and I'm already somebody who's on time, I'm gonna be here. I had an emergency set aside in case old man Red starts acting funny. I be praying over him every day. Lord, help him get to work and back. Anyway, y'all, maybe next Sunday I'll be on. I got a paper to write here in a minute. I got a 750 to 1,000 word essay I got to put together. I got a quiz. What else do I got? Yeah, I got a quiz, 750, and a check-in. So I got to do those, and we're going to go back here in the room and do that. I don't work. This week I work 4 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. And I have Saturday, Sunday off. We get differential for part of it. So my actual shift will be 2 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. So from 7 to 10:30 p.m. I will get differential. So very happy about that. Anywho, y'all, peace. 2 and 2, be blessed. Peace. I'll be back on next Sunday or Saturday. Just watch the community board.